It started as a typical rainy night. I was curled up on the couch, the storm outside creating a rhythmic drumming against the windows. My Ring doorbell app buzzed, breaking the peaceful monotony. Motion detected at your front door. I glanced at my phone, expecting to see nothing more than wind-blown leaves or a stray cat. Instead, the screen showed a figure standing at the edge of the porch, just barely within the camera's view. The figure was shrouded in darkness, its features obscured by the rain and shadows. I squinted at the screen, trying to make out any details, but the poor lighting rendered it impossible. Curiosity mixed with unease, I switched to live view and turned on the microphone. "Hello? Can I help you?" My voice sounded thin and shaky through the speaker. The figure didn't respond. Instead, it moved closer, stepping fully into the camera's range. My breath caught in my throat. The person wore tattered clothes, drenched from the rain, and their face was obscured by a hood. They slowly raised their head, revealing hollow, empty eyes that seemed to stare directly into my soul through the camera lens. I felt a chill run down my spine. "Hello?" I repeated, my voice barely more than a whisper. Again, no response. The figure just stood there, staring. The longer I watched, the more uneasy I became. Something about those eyes. They didn't seem human. I decided to call the police. Just as I reached for my phone to dial, the Ring app buzzed again. "Someone is at your front door." My heart pounded as I switched back to the live feed. The figure was gone. Relief washed over me for a split second, but it was quickly replaced by dread when I heard a soft, deliberate knock on the door. I hesitated, considering my options. Grabbing the baseball bat I kept under the couch for emergencies, I approached the door cautiously. Peering through the peephole, I saw nothing but darkness and the distorted, rain-soaked view of my front porch. I took a deep breath, my hand shaking as I unlocked the door and cracked it open. The porch was empty, the rain still pouring down. I stepped outside, bat in hand, and scanned the area. No sign of the figure. I was about to turn back inside when my phone buzzed again. "Motion detected at your front door." The notification sent a jolt of fear through me. How could there be motion at the door when I was standing right there? I switched to live view again, and my blood ran cold. The screen showed the same figure, now standing inside my house, just behind the open door. Those hollow eyes stared out at me from the phone screen, unblinking and vacant. Heart pounding, I spun around, swinging the bat wildly, but there was no one there. The house was silent except for the sound of the rain and my own ragged breathing. I stumbled back inside, locking the door behind me, and called the police, my hands shaking. When they arrived, they found no evidence of an intruder. The Ring footage was nothing but static during the moments I saw the figure inside. They chalked it up to a glitch or a prank, but I knew better. I moved out the next day, leaving the house and the haunted Ring doorbell behind. But even now, I can't shake the feeling of those hollow eyes watching me, waiting for the moment they can reach through the screen and drag me into the darkness. It was a stormy Tuesday night, and I was home alone, relishing the rare silence. The rain beat a relentless rhythm against the windows, and occasional flashes of lightning threw the living room into stark relief. I had just settled into the couch with a cup of tea when my phone buzzed. It was a notification from my Ring doorbell. "Motion detected at your front door." I frowned, setting my tea down and picking up my phone. I opened the app and watched the live feed. At first, all I saw was the rain-slicked porch, empty save for a few scattered leaves. But then, a flash of lightning revealed a dark figure standing just beyond the camera's range. My heart skipped a beat. I leaned in closer, trying to make out any details. The figure stepped forward and my breath caught in my throat. It was a man, tall and gaunt, wearing a drenched hooded coat that obscured his face. He stood motionless, staring directly into the camera. "Hello," I spoke into the microphone, my voice echoing through the speaker outside. "Can I help you?" The man didn't respond. Instead, he moved closer, his face coming into view. His eyes were wide and wild, and his mouth twisted into a sinister grin. A bolt of fear shot through me. This wasn't just a random stranger seeking shelter from the storm. I quickly locked the doors and dialed 911. As I spoke to the operator, I kept my eyes glued to the live feed. The man hadn't moved. He just kept staring, his grin growing wider. The operator assured me that police were on their way, but it would be at least 15 minutes before they arrived. Then my phone buzzed again. Motion detected at your back door. I froze. My mind raced as I switched to the rear camera feed. The same man stood there, his wild eyes glaring through the rain. He must have moved around the house while I was distracted. Panic surged through me as I realized all the potential points of entry. The windows, the basement door, the garage. I rushed to the back door, ensuring it was locked. My hands were shaking, making it difficult to slide the bolt into place. The man on the screen seemed to sense my fear. His grin faded, replaced by a look of cold determination. Another notification. Motion detected at your front door. I switched back to the front feed. To my horror, the man was back at the front porch, his face now inches from the camera. He held up a piece of paper, scrawled with large, dripping letters. "I see you." My blood ran cold. How was he moving so quickly? And how did he know exactly where I was? It felt like a game to him, one that he was confident he would win. I backed away from the door, my eyes darting around the room for any potential weapon. Then the lights went out, plunging the house into darkness. The only illumination came from the occasional lightning outside. I heard a window shatter somewhere in the house. My heart pounded in my chest as I realized he was inside. Desperate, I hid in the closet, clutching a heavy flashlight like a lifeline. I could hear his footsteps, slow and deliberate, getting closer. I held my breath, the sound of my own heartbeat deafening in the silence. The closet door creaked open, and a beam of light pierced the darkness, blinding me. "There you are," he whispered, his voice dripping with malice. The last thing I saw was his wild eyes, inches from my own, before everything went black. When the police arrived, they found the house empty save for a single note on the floor. "Next time I won't be so patient."